Just because the dwarves mastered a secret and tightly guarded forging craft, they once became one of the most powerful forces in Middle-earth. For generations, they lived deep inside the Lonely Mountain, controlling gold veins that seemed endless. Among countless treasures, the dwarves uncovered something extremely rare, a gem known as the Heart of the Mountain, the Arkenstone. The king set the Arkenstone into his throne, using it to flaunt unmatched wealth and absolute power. The Arkenstone's blinding and one-of-a-kind glow quickly caught the attention of the Elven king, Thranduil. But Thranduil didn't come to the Lonely Mountain just to admire the gem. His real goal was to reclaim a jeweled necklace he had once entrusted to the dwarves. However, the dwarf king, Thror, refused to return it and tried to claim the elven treasure as his own. The Elven king stormed off in rage, and the alliance that lasted thousands of years ended on the spot. After losing their honor, the dwarves' glory didn't last much longer. One day, violent winds suddenly roared above the Lonely Mountain. The king's grandson, Thorin, sensed the danger the moment it closed in. The next second, raging flames swept through, and the entire fortress was swallowed instantly. The long-sleeping dragon Smaug fully awakened deep within the mountain. Outside the castle, Dale turned into a sea of fire in moments. Even the finest archers couldn't deal any real damage to Smaug, and Smaug's true target was the dwarven capital inside the Lonely Mountain. The dwarven army rushed to gather at the gates, trying to face the attack head-on, but in front of Smaug, they had almost no chance to fight back. The dwarf king wasn't watching the battle at all. His eyes were locked on the Arkenstone on the throne. Before he could even hide the gem, Smaug slammed into him head-on and sent him flying. The Arkenstone fell straight into the churning sea of gold. The king lost his mind and tried to dive into the treasure, desperate to grab it back. At the last second, Thorin dragged him away by force and barely saved his life. From that moment on, the homeless dwarves were driven into exile. Most went their separate ways to survive, while the gold and treasures of the Lonely Mountain became Smaug's hoard. The dwarf king took a small group of followers and tried to claim a new homeland. They set their sights on the mines of Moria, only to find it already taken by savage orcs. To rebuild their home, the king led his people into a direct clash with the orcs. The war ended in disaster, and the king was beheaded on the spot by the orc leader, Azog. From that day on, the royal bloodline was reduced to a single survivor, Thorin. Without a leader, the dwarven army panicked, and the line was about to collapse. Right then, Thorin stepped forward and challenged Azog himself. The power gap was obvious, and Thorin's shield was knocked away almost instantly. Azog raised his weapon, ready to finish him. In a split second, Thorin grabbed a piece of oak and used it as a shield. He blocked Azog's brutal strikes again and again, then countered the instant Azog slipped. Thorin slashed through Azog's arm, and the pain forced him to pull back. With his troops covering him, Azog was carried off the battlefield. That moment sent a surge of confidence through the dwarves. They fought like hell and barely claimed victory in the end. But when the battle was over, only 13 dwarves were left alive. After this war, the dwarven royal line fell into complete decline. Thorin, however, earned lasting fame and became known as Thorin Oakenshield. But that glory never truly changed his fate. He survived as a simple blacksmith in a remote human village, scraping by day to day. Until one day, the Grey Wizard Gandalf appeared before Thorin, and in that moment, the hope of reclaiming the Lonely Mountain was lit once again.